I sure do. It was a difficult choice, but for his magnificent Now gives him the award, please. Aiden, you've scored more runs in a test innings for South Africa. Have you ever scored more important runs than that? Surely not.
No, not at all, Nash. Weird how things work out. If you get a duck in the first innings and you come into the second innings, quite a few concerns. Ultimately, you need a bit of luck here and there, and spend some time in the middle and find some runs, and just really grateful it worked out nicely.
I know you'd have wanted to be there at the end, but that reception you walked off to, that will stick with you forever from this Lord's crowd.
It will, yes. Lord's is the place every Test cricketer wants to play. To play in a final here is incredibly special, and then with all the members here, but also plenty of South African fans that made the trip, and plenty at home as well that have supported us through it. It was one of the most special days.
Talk us through the tempo of that innings. It looked like in the first innings as a team you went in your shell to start with, but you were completely different after that, and you personally.
Yeah, it was the case. It's always one side of the sword, I guess. You either absorb and bank on yourself scoring later, but I think when you look at the wicket, the quality of bowling, you've probably only got X amount of balls out there to face, and it's about maximising scoring out of those balls. So that's what we committed to as a team. Everyone came in with that intent, and it certainly helped in the second innings.
And the challenge of playing Nathan Lyon, I mean, it was only a day 3, day 4 pitch, but you've played him well over the years.
No, he's one of the best in the world. Had plenty of bits of banter with him on the field, and I just kept saying to him he's one of the best in the world, and if this thing keeps spinning and went to day 4, day 5, it would have been an absolute handful. So always great to play against some of the best in the world, and not just only him, but plenty of the players on that side, and yeah, obviously really chuffed for our boys to have got over the line, of course.
And when your skipper, Temba, pulled that hammy, I think it was you that was instrumental in asking him to stay out there. Why were you so keen for him to stay with you?
To be very honest, a lot of it came from him. He's always led from the front for us. He's been incredible for us, specifically in this campaign, this last 2-3 years. He obviously hurt it, but he didn't want to walk off the field. He was never going to give up, and found a way to score runs, really important runs, and build an important partnership for us to get close. And those sort of knocks are something that I think a lot of people end up remembering.
Well, you arrived at the crease on a pair. You left a national hero. Well played.
Thank you, Ness. Thank you.
Pat, thanks for joining us. As with every Australian team, and your Australian team in particular, you kept going right till the end there, didn't you?
Yeah, things can change pretty quickly, but yeah, unfortunately, it's a bridge too far.
Where do you think that game was drifting away from you? What did you think you didn't do quite right earlier in the game?
I think there's always a few things. Having a pretty decent first innings lead, I think that's where you kind of want to bat the opposition out of the game. Didn't quite do that. Maybe we bat another session as well. The conditions kind of help us a little bit more, but they were fantastic that fourth inning. It wasn't a lot in the wicket, but they didn't really give us a chance.
Was it the conditions? You were reduced to 70 for 7 in that second innings. Was it the conditions, or are there concerns over that top 7?
Oh, I think a bit of both. Again, it's been a wonderful 2 years. The guys have performed really well to get us here. Didn't come together this game. No doubt for the first 2 games, the bowls were fantastic and always looked like the ball was darting around. So maybe a little bit of both.
Double-edged sword. When you saw Hazelwood and Stark batting the way they were, you must have realised it was going to be harder second time round. Yeah,
that's right. You're always kind of clapping each run, but knowing, it's looking like the wicket would start to flatten out. But again, it can change quickly over here in England, but unfortunately didn't really do that for us.
Could you have done anything different in that run chase, or were they just too good?
I think we gave just about everything a chance. I thought Lino bowled particularly well. He looked threatening, just didn't quite get a wicket. But yeah, Aiden was fantastic, and Temba, that partnership didn't really give us a chance.
A word on South Africa, they kept coming at you, they didn't let up at all.
Yeah, that's right. They showed why they're in this final and deserved champions. They all facets really, in all 4 days they just kept themselves in the game. When they got a sniff, they took a few wickets, and they were fantastic. So congratulations to Temba, the staff, and all the players.
A word on this format and this sort of final. You've been on both sides of it, winning at the Oval, losing here at Lord's. How much do you enjoy it, and should we continue with this format?
Preferred it at the Oval last time. No, I think it's fantastic. It's it's the pinnacle. I love Test cricket. It's something you build towards for 2 years. So it's a huge achievement to make the final, and then a one-game shootout. I think it's a fantastic kind of spectacle. The crowd's been amazing. So unfortunately, it didn't go out our way this week, but it was a great week.
And it all starts again in the Caribbean soon. Safe travels. Well done in the 2 years again.
Thanks. Cheers, Nas.
And finally, Captain Temba Bavuma.
Temba, the biggest cheer of the day when your name was called up there. An unbelievable atmosphere, an unbelievable week. Sum up your emotions if you can.
Yeah, I think it's been a special couple of days. At some point, it felt like we were back in South Africa with all the support in the stands. We've prepared hard for this. We've worked hard for this moment. And, we came here with a lot of belief, I think also with a lot of doubters, and we're happy that we were able to play well enough to get that type of result. Special moment for us as a team, special moment for the people back home. Probably will really sink in a couple of days, but yeah, it's been special.
It's been well documented, the 27 years of heartache in ICC senior events. Have you felt that as a team? You could sense it around the crowd. They were willing you over the line today.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the energy was there. I think obviously us as a team, we've been wanting this. We've been kind of knocking at the door, being relentless, getting ourselves into positions where we can be in finals. We've gone through the heartache, we've gone through the disappointment, seen it with past players who've come before us, and the sun is on us at the moment, and that responsibility, we've been carrying it, and hopefully this is one of many.
You're unbeaten as captain. You are unbeaten as captain personally, but also in that team you have some serious players. Let's pick out two. One with the ball, KG Rabada. Before the game you said he would deliver. He certainly did again.
Yeah, KG is a massive player. A couple of days ago I went to the ICC Hall of Fame inductees. I think, in a couple of years KG will be one of those guys. Look, he came into the game, there was controversy behind him. He was motivated to do what he needed to do, and like a champion, he came and did what he did.
And Aiden Markram, that run chase, coming in on a pair, in pressure, in a final at Lords. How good was he?
Unbelievable. I think, a couple of months ago, people were asking why Aiden is within the team. I think stats, yes, are important, but character is something that we look at, and a guy like Aiden, he carries all those traits. We knew second innings we were going to have to come out and play, and he led it like in true Aiden fashion. So again, another massive player for us. Character has been a big thing for us as a team, and those two guys are the ones who carry that.
Do you feel the significance of this moment and this win for South Africa, not only as a nation, but as a cricket team where Test cricket is under pressure? Weeks like this are important.
Yeah, definitely. I think, us as a team, we got ourselves into the final. There were doubters as to the route that we took, supposedly playing wicket teams. We're happy that we were able to perform like this, and hopefully that kind of squashes that. And I think for us as a country, here's an opportunity for us to, as divided as we are at times, to forget all of that, rejoice in this moment, and just be one. I'm sure the people back home will be celebrating it with us, and you can trust that we'll be celebrating it massively as well.
Temba, you've waited long enough, your team's waited long enough, your nation has waited long enough. Go and get that mace.
Thank you, Nelson.
Congratulations to the winners of the ICC World Test Championship Final 2025, South Africa!